So I think right now, with respect to everything going on in the world as it pertains to COVID-19, a lot of people have reasonable questions as to whether this is the right time to update their promo materials. Of course, EPK is included in that, photos, bio, that kind of thing. And it's a fair question. I do understand it. After all, touring is shut down. It's not a thing right now. We don't know when it's going to be a thing. So in a lot of people's minds, the conversation is, well, is it worth it to even invest the time and the resources right now in updating those things when it could be next year or even longer before we can get back out on the road? And I understand that question, but I think the answer is still absolutely 100% yes, it is worth it. And I'll tell you why. A couple of reasons. First of all of your digital outlets are still up and running. As a matter of fact, they're thriving right now. I'm talking your blogs, your publications, your playlist curators, your magazines, podcasts, you name it, they're all accepting submissions. They're all doing interviews, reviews, features. So now is a great time to hit them with what you've got. Okay, if you've released something here in quarantine, which a lot of artists have, make sure your EPK reflects that. Make sure it's easy to get to, easy to access. Make sure your bio is up to date. Make sure your images are up to date. Of course, if you've taken on a mission or a cause here in the past few months, which a lot of artists have here in 2020, it's a great time to make sure, if that's a part of your brand, that your brand reflects that, right? So make sure that everything's up to date, reflects you authentically as you are as an artist and a human being right now. Also, I think it bodes well for the future when the world does open back up. Everyone's going to be rushing to get this stuff done, number one. Number two, they're going to be inundating, flooding the inboxes of venues, promoters, bookers, trying to get on the road, back out into the venue. So if you already have this piece of it handled and everything's up to date and fresh, then you can just go forth and conquer. You've saved yourself a step later by accomplishing it now. So I definitely recommend making sure everything stays fresh, is fresh, and that way you have it ready for whatever opportunities come.